Online, on TV, on radio and in person, we're all inundated with the doom and gloom of COVID-19 and the impact it's having across the world. But there's been a couple of tiny silver linings, or at least moments of humour and entertainment, because of the bizarre circumstances we're all in. To talk us through some of these, we're joined by our very own reporter, Charlotte Mortlock. Charlotte, bring us some good news.
Am I right? We all need some good news, as John just said there. And for many Australians today, it is the last day of work for a few days because of the Easter break. Now, usually there would be a flurry of excitement, but for all of us, that barely means anything now. Just more time spent inside with more trips to the fridge. But I have found a few good ways that you can spend your time, be it this weekend or for the rest of the pandemic. Tomorrow, how about a trip to the theatre? Every Friday for the next few weeks, you can watch one of Andrew Lloyd Webber's musicals on YouTube. So all for free, of course. First up is Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, an absolute crowd favourite, and some good light entertainment for your Good Friday with the family at home. Now, the National Theatre at Home, they've also got their own YouTube channel. They're showing classics like Jane Eyre. Another great way for you to pass the time, if you have plenty of time at the moment, as many of us do, is actually to upskill. Now, the New South Wales government announced that this week there'll be 21 free TAFE courses online. Courses that if you have lost your job at the moment or you've had your hours cut, you can actually use this time productively to do something online. You can also study for free online with short courses offered at some of the best universities in the world, like Oxford, Harvard and Cambridge, of course, all for free and online, so very accessible there. For those of you at home with children, I absolutely feel for you. Not only is it very hard and challenging to be cooped up inside without going to parks, playdates or playgrounds, but teaching at home is a whole different ballgame. Now, there is some good news. There's a very sweet idea that's really taken off around the country and giving kids something to look forward to, and that is a teddy bear hunt. So basically, anyone can play along, whether you have kids or not. You get a stuffed toy or a teddy and place it in the front window of your home that's visible to the street or the public. And the idea is that then families go out, they're bored out of their brains, cooped up inside all day, and they can go for a walk through their local neighbourhood, and these children can spot bears. It's a very simple idea that's going to put a lot of smiles on young faces this Easter, and a great way that everyone can also get involved in a great community initiative there. How about the big kids though, Glee? So they surely need something to entertain themselves too, and the new most glamorous event is bin night, surprisingly. Evidently, there are only 16 valid legal reasons that you are allowed to leave your home, and that's seen plenty of beautiful outfits going to waste. But one thing that will never cease is bin night and taking the bins out. So the idea is that you dress to the nines or dress up in a costume to wheel your bins out. Now, obviously, you'll need to adhere to social distancing guidelines, but a wave to your equally as glamorous or comical neighbours is a great way to provide some relief. Some great pictures there as well. Now, I think we're all downloading more social media apps than ever, and whether you're FaceTiming, Zooming, Google Hangouting, texting, or even just calling, there are so many ways, as we just heard there in that interview with John Gleeso, that it's really important to be able to connect with your loved ones at the moment, because it's very normal to be feeling a bit lonely or sad at the moment given the circumstances. Now, one of my favourite COVID-19 social apps is House Party. All it basically does, you download it onto your phone or on your iPad. iPad's probably a bit bigger, it gives you a bit more space. It allows you up to 8 people at once in a group video chat, making it literally a party at your own home. Now, I tried this one over the weekend, tested it for journalism reasons, obviously, Gleeso, and had an absolute ball. Pour yourself a glass of wine and catch up with your mates across the globe. You can even do a game of trivia or celebrity heads with other people that are also in the group chat. Another app that was already gaining quite a bit of a following prior to this was TikTok, but during this pandemic, this app has absolutely taken off. Basically, it plays a sound for you and you do a skit or a performance and then it's uploaded online. The app is is kind of like Instagram. It has a similar feel, but it's only for videos, so no photos on there. And it does seem far less vain. It's kind of just a good, dorky way to have some fun online. A few of my favourite videos do involve people's pets. Surprise, surprise there. The poor pets of the world who previously lived some very relaxing lives when their humans are now at home in lockdown. They're being forced to perform, but the outcome is absolute gold. And more than ever, people are feeling the need to move. So still on TikTok, but taking a look at some of those dancing moves you can see there. Perhaps because we are all cooped up inside, or because the situation feels so dire that we need a bit of a release, something that we can smile about and make us laugh. Dancing is taking the internet by storm. Basically, some people create choreography to a certain song, and then it serves as that challenge for people to imitate the same dance routine. Now, I actually haven't quite nailed this one myself, but I am giving it a red hot crack, and I'll be putting some time in over the Easter long weekend to try and figure one out. Now, I did want to end this segment on a high, Glee. So this family from Wellington, New Zealand have absolutely won the internet this week. Jack Buchanan and his family are in lockdown together and have decided to make the ultimate choreographed dance routine.
We're stuck here in the house for the next 4 weeks or so, and we won't be going out because the government said no. Just my mother and my father and my sister and me and little Maisie too. So for the family's sanity, can't you see what we must do? The family's together, so let's just dance. Lock the door, hit the floor. It's the family lockdown boogie. Incarcerated, blood-related, family lockdown boogie. Dancing queen in quarantine, family lockdown boogie. We can't go out, so we're all about family lockdown boogie.
So there you go. We are all generations uniting in dance. They're all in lockdown. And there you have it. That is my little attempt to brighten everyone's Good Friday Eve. Hoping you have some fun and some new activities planned inside this long weekend. And of course, the message is very clear. Stay home. And as you've just seen there are plenty of ways you can still have some fun and stay occupied.
Good on you, Charlotte. Isn't that a beautiful little boogie dance there, hey?
Yep.
Getting down and
I reckon you should try and imitate that, Glee. So you should give that a crack.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Fair enough.
All right. Thanks, Charlotte.